It was Christmas Eve in 1780, and the countryside vineyards of France were blanketed in snow. The air was crisp and cold, and the stars shone brightly in the sky. In a grand mansion on the outskirts of a nearby town, a family was preparing for their annual Christmas feast. This family was known throughout the region as having old ties to the region, but what was not publicly known was their direct descendants' connection to Mary Magdalene. Because of the bloodline, they had been hunted by the church for hundreds of years. As the family prepared for the feast, word arrived that a church spy had been spotted by their guards in the nearby town. The guards had a lineage from the Knights Templar, as they had protected the family since time of the last of the Knights had merged with the bloodline of Christ and Mary Magdalene, and now, with every generation, protected the family. In the town, the guard arranged for the spy to get drunk. With use of a friend, the spy was interrogated to ensure he didn't know where the family was or had passed any information along to the church. Once the drunk spy passed out, the guard watched as he was carried to his room before leaving to share the information he had obtained. At the vineyard, the family talked amongst themselves as they worked to prepare the feast, as they were worried that they might be exposed to the church, and they feared for their safety. They knew that they had to be careful, and they took extra precautions to ensure that they would not be discovered by making sure all signs of who they really were was hidden from sight. The long oak table in the chateau dining hall was laden with delicious offerings for the Christmas feast. The vineyard owner's family gathered together, wearing their holiday best. The children's eyes widened as they spread plates of oysters, bowls of consommé with sherry, a whole poached almond, decorated festively. The main event was a grand dish made from a prized cattle raised on their estate. The beef was braised with red wine, onions, mushrooms, bacon, and herbs for hours until meltingly tender. It was served with roasted potatoes and a red wine reduction sauce. A salad of wintergreens from the greenhouse provided brightness. A bûche de Noël cake drizzled with chocolate completed the meal. Family was led in prayer and blessings for the meal. The children laughed and played as the adults enjoyed the food, wine, and joyous atmosphere. Truly a wonderful Christmas feast celebrating the season. As the Christmas feast was coming to an end, one of the guards arrived with news that the church spy had been dealt with, and no word of their discovery had reached the church. The family was relieved, and they thanked the guard for his services as he joined into the celebration. The family continued to celebrate the holiday season, grateful for the safety and security that had been provided. They knew that they were lucky to have each other, and they were thankful for the love and support they shared. Later that night, in discussions with the guard, rumors of unrest in Paris led them to start thinking that the family may have to move after all these generations to a safer location. As the Christmas evening came to a close, the guard joined the family in final prayer and returned to his quarters to begin the planning for how to safely move the family and the treasure to a new location for safety.